office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Hey everybody, the Camellia Show Spectacular is just about in full bloom at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. You'll see thousands of camellias, dozens of varieties, hundreds of trees, many half a century old, and it's all free. Start your own camellia collection. Check out the Lady Van camellias, 5-inch size for just $9.99. Hundreds of larger sizes available too. If you want to know all about camellias, check out their handsome new brochure with a gorgeous Japonica camellia on the front. It's free and it's just for the asking. Other deals this week: frost-proof gardenias regularly $9.99 or just $6.99. And blueberries, buy one, get one free. Dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas, still just $3.99. Go to BobWinesCameliaGardens.net and see all the specials. Bob Wine, Southeast 38th Street, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 2. Still blooming in the same place since 1952.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
They've served our country. They've kept us free. And they need your help.
We're sitting in Veterans Park. You can't sit here not realizing that you're surrounded by heroes. There are a lot of heroes in our community. A lot of heroes, unfortunately, are not in good financial shape. They're hurting both physically and financially. We step in and help directly. Our role is to reach out to them. We're there to help the veteran. We do counseling. We do outreach. Sometimes it's just coming into the office and sitting down and saying, hey, I've got a problem, and you're talking to another veteran who understands that problem.
Everybody who works for the Vets Helping Vets are awesome, and they are so kind to everybody. They're like my second family. They really are.
They have been there during the holidays. I have gotten unexpected visits, assistance.
Vets Helping Vets of Marion County needs your help. Call today, 352-433-2320, and pledge your support to Vets Helping Vets of Marion County.
It really has been a blessing.
And we are back for this very special edition of Vets Helping Vets. Hank Whittier and Gary are unavailable for today. So in their place, Joe Martone is filling in and going to remind us our sponsors for the day.
Fantastic. First of all, I'd like to thank myself for sponsoring.
You are very welcome, sir.
WOCA is very proud to bring veterans news to everyone here. Remember, in the area, there's over 55,000 veterans just in Marion County alone. That's not counting our signal that gets into Sumter and out there in the other regions of Florida. And so it's amazing how many veterans there are out there, and we're very proud to bring the program up and out to everyone. Also, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nurseries. Veterans News is brought to you by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery at 2610 Southeast 38th Street, right here in lovely Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need. Everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilizer, and so much more. Bob Wines will even deliver, plant, and guarantee their trees. Bob Wines Camellia Gardens and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952. And remember, if you're a veteran or proper identification, you get 10% off at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. There you go.
And a third sponsor for today, Ocala Aviation. If you want to learn how to fly, we have special programs for vets. So contact Brad Broersma at Ocala Aviation. Brad, what's the number again?
.com? No.
Yeah, actually, 352-861-7484.
All right. And
You almost said that into the microphone, didn't he?
he was close enough. I got
Close enough.
it turned up.
I've been here for a while, so he's been kind of gauging my
Yeah, he got used to you.
exact, and that's really hard to do.
That's hard to do.
All right. We'll turn it back over to
Fly
Dr.
boy.
Torres, who has all the information and the details. We have some wonderful guests with us today, and we're talking about eye care.
Thank you, Don. Brian, can you define us what's low vision and describe in what consists the low vision VA program?
Of course, and good morning. Low vision is the loss of eyesight that makes everyday tasks difficult, like reading, writing, shopping, seeing the television, driving a car, recognizing people's faces, orientation and mobility, which is just getting around in your environment. All of that can become challenging. When vision cannot be corrected with glasses, medicine, or surgery, people with low vision need services to help to make the most remaining vision, or to help make the most of their remaining vision, and to maintain their independence. And that is exactly what the VA low vision program strives to do. The most common diseases that we see are macular degeneration, glaucoma, diabetic, retinopathy, and of course various less common eye diseases or eye trauma. You know, if the guy with the nail in the eye. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't talk about that. I'm sorry. That was during
Nice,
break.
Brian,
My
nice.
apologies. But if if there's any sort of eye trauma and they need low vision services because glasses, surgery, medical treatments aren't helping, then that's when they come to see our low vision clinic.
All right, thank you very much. Dr. Shahi, can you talk about the direct scheduling program that is available and how it's working so far?
Direct scheduling program actually doing quite well, since our veterans have the choice in to pretty much pick the time, the day, where they want to come. So I think it's working beautifully, and they are able to get in within 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you. Can you give us the phone number of the clinic to call direct?
352-861-3940.
Now, you say that the 2 weeks, had it been longer previous to that? Is 2 weeks a good benchmark?
Actually, I have been with Ocala, just to let you know a little bit, since 2008, this clinic, and we were only 2 providers at the clinic. So now we have 5 providers, and we went from making our veterans wait from 120 days to 2 weeks. I think that's unremarkable.
No, that's very remarkable. That's incredible. She's unremarkable. No, that is remarkable. That is remarkable.
That is part of
120 days you used to have to wait? Mm-hmm. Wow, and you guys brought it all the way down to 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's part
fantastic.
of the initiative for access to care.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Talking a little bit more about direct scheduling, remind the vets that direct scheduling, you can talk to your provider. The provider can make a note in the system to the optometrist of the clinic to request an appointment, or you can call the number that Dr. Shahi provided previous.
Dr. Shahi, go one more time with that number.
352-861-3940.
Okay, there we go. If you need that number repeated, just give us a call here at WOCA. Give us an email. We'll be happy to put those numbers back out there for you.
All right, Dr. Sturma, if a veteran needs glasses, how do they get them?
It's pretty easy. They're just going to come in and see us. The veterans are entitled to 1 pair of glasses each year. And if anything should happen, if they should break their glasses or lose them, stuff like that happens, they are also entitled to a one lifetime replacement pair as well. So.
Okay.
And to add to that, I just want you to know, even if you didn't come to us at the VA to see, you can bring a prescription from an outside provider, and VA will still provide you a free pair.
When does the year begin? Is it a physical January, December, or your birthday, or the last
just
pair you had?
every 365 days. So from when we see them for their eye exam, or like Dr. Shahi said, that they can bring a prescription from any outside eye care provider and
Okay, and then the time starts then. So that's why I was asking, if a veteran had just gotten their eye exam a few months ago, but they haven't been to the VA before, they can pop in, and then that starts their 365 then.
Yep, correct. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
All right, Brian, how do you interact with the low vision optometrist to coordinate care for the veterans?
Well, I work with Dr. Shahi. She's our low vision optometrist, and so we work very closely together. And we confer prior to the veteran coming into the appointment and gather as much information as possible. And then we work out with the veteran together to create goals and work together. The main purpose of our program is to meet their needs, keep them as independent as possible, and between the two of us, and the veteran, of course, we will determine what pieces of equipment is going to help them the most, and keep them as independent, keep them living independently if they're alone at home. And so it's really a joint effort between Dr. Shahi and I, and of course the veteran is very involved in the goal planning.
Brian, what kind of devices are we talking about?
Well, we have all types of aids. I've done this every year that I've been on here.
The time is 9:26 a.m.
I don't know how that's a talking watch.
Well, that's a wristwatch, actually, for those at home. Yeah, aren't seeing the video yet. It's actually a wristwatch.
Date, and time, which is helpful for people who have any sort of dementia.
It is very helpful.
But we have hundreds of devices in the clinic. The watches, the clocks. We have hundreds of devices from low vision technology like lighting to extremely high-tech devices that include Android technology now. Optical character readers that will snap a picture of a document and read it out loud if they have no vision whatsoever.
Well, I want that now.
Video magnifiers, portable video magnifiers, and we also offer basic PC instruction if they are PC users.
And TV glasses as well.
Oh, well, that's most important, of course.
That's right.
Got to have the TV glasses.
Reading and TV is usually the most important goal.
All right, we got a few minutes left, and we had a caller with a question. Sonny, are you there?
Yes. I'm
sorry,
here,
Hugh.
but I'm not Sonny.
Go ahead. Sorry, Hugh. Go ahead.
I'm Sonny Jr.
All right, Junior. What's your question?
Yeah, question for the doctors. A vet or anybody that's up in age, does not drive anymore, cataract surgery, is there any risk involved at a later age that it might not really be worthwhile doing if you still can kind of see partly decent?
All right, you guys able to hear that, or most of it?
I think
Okay.
so. He's wanting to know about cataract surgery and any health risks that are associated.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you come in and see the eye doctor, we will refer you for cataract surgery, and then we'll be referring you to Gainesville Ophthalmology, and they'll do a full assessment of any health issues that might be a problem. So they'll definitely make sure that the patient is healthy enough for cataract surgery before they would go ahead.
If you're in pretty decent health and you're in middle to late 80s...
Oh, sorry. It looks like we had a failure of connection there. So, Hugh, if you have another question, call back. We have another one on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, yes, my name is Megan, and I have a question. I was wondering if I have macular degeneration, can I get my treatments from the VA?
Absolutely, you can get your treatment, and if your vision is impaired, you would qualify for low vision services as well.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. Anything else?
For the information.
Oh.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Okay, so she was just hitting on, once again, would you recap what the caller was talking about?
For the cataract
Yeah.
surgery, yeah. So patients, they'll come in and see us, and if we assess them and determine that cataracts are the reason that their vision is decreased and that's what's causing their issues, we refer them to Gainesville Ophthalmology at Malcolm Randall Clinic, and the ophthalmology, they'll do a full health assessment to make sure that the patient is healthy enough for surgery, because there are certain criteria that they'll want to inquire about. But and if everything's good, then they'll
All right, guys, we're up against the break, so we'll take it, and we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. There's a scramble to reach survivors trapped in a 4-star hotel after an avalanche in a remote part of central Italy.
We know from local reports that there were people inside the hotel, sending out text messages saying, "Help us, we're freezing here."
David Bowden with Fox Sister Network Sky News. Some 30 people are missing. Preparations underway in the nation's capital for the inauguration of our 45th president, who tweeted out a short time ago he's getting ready to leave for D.C.
Roads have started to close here in downtown D.C. Thousands of law enforcement officers and National Guard troops are here, like Lieutenant Colonel Nicole Brigado.
Our mission is truly to provide a presence to ensure a safe and secure transition of executive power.
The official inaugural activities start today with a wreath laying at Arlington National Cemetery.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. Fox News. We report. You decide.
Men, if you're like me, you appreciate the feeling of a clean, smooth shave from a quality blade. The sort of shave that cuts clean without the burn. So why are you messing around with generic razors that cost $32 for an 8-pack when you can shave with Harry's high-quality German-engineered blades for half the price? And because Harry's is so confident in the quality of their blades, they'll send you their most popular set, complete with a razor, one of their world-famous blades, shaving cream, and post-shave balm for free if you cover shipping. A total value of $20 at no cost to you, with code 1125 at checkout. Their way of saying thank you for trying them. How is Harry's able to save you all this money and still give you the best shave you'll ever enjoy? By owning the factory that manufactures the blades. That's how. Go to harrys.com now and enter code 1125 at checkout to claim your free trial set and post-shave balm. That's harrys.com. Code 1125.
Council.
Well, the holiday rush is over, and it's time to return the ties, the knitted sweaters, and those presents that didn't quite make the nice list. And go try something you've always wanted to, like learning to fly. At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their Discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Your adventure starts here.
Hey everybody, the Camellia Show Spectacular is just about in full bloom at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. You'll see thousands of camellias, dozens of varieties, hundreds of trees, many half a century old, and it's all free. Start your own camellia collection. Check out the Lady Van camellias, 5-inch size for just $9.99. Hundreds of larger sizes available too. If you want to know all about camellias, check out their handsome new brochure with a gorgeous Japonica camellia on the front. It's free and it's just for the asking. Other deals this week: frost-proof gardenias regularly $9.99 are just $6.99, and blueberries buy one get one free. Dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas still just $3.99. Go to BobWinesCameliaGardens.net and see all the specials. Bob Wine, Southeast 38th Street, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 2. Still blooming in the same place since 1952.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Why is there a mariachi band in... Wait, are you digging up the yard again?
It's not what it looks like.
Oh, really? Because it looks like you're tearing up my yard right over the septic tank.
Okay, so maybe it's a little bit what it looks like. See, what happened was...
Wait, let me guess. The septic is backing up and you thought you were Fix-It Guy again and would take it upon yourself and dig up my yard?
That's Mr. Fix-It Guy.
Uh-huh. What did we say the new rule was?
No eBay when you're not home.
Well, yes, but not that one. If water runs through it...
I know, they do it. But this is septic.
Yes, Mike Scott Plumbing does septic.
I knew that.
Uh-huh. 866-314-4443.
I know. 866-314-4443. Got it.
And what's with the mariachi band?
You didn't say anything about Amazon. On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Aw, come on, an elephant?
right, and we are back with the Veterans Hour. This morning is a full hour as it is a special episode, and we do this once a year or so, and we're covering eye care because obviously you want to be able to see and get all the help that is due to you as a veteran. So we have a whole panel of guests right now, and I'll let Dr. Torres go through and reintroduce everybody. But before we do that, actually, we have a caller, Cece, who's been on the line patiently waiting. And Cece, you had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, Cece. My name is Kathy, and I have a question. Can I move forward with my question?
Oh, certainly.
Sure. How long does it take to get cataract surgery from the VA?
Well, that can depend. It does factor in how busy Gainesville ophthalmology is, but usually what will happen is after you see us, we'll put in a referral, and usually I've seen anywhere from within like a month, maybe up to like 8 weeks, but usually what that time frame will involve is you'll actually get your first consult with ophthalmology, and then from there they'll set you up with an actual surgery date. So it can definitely vary based on how busy they are, time of year, if there's a lot of snowbirds coming back and getting cataract surgery, but usually within a couple months the whole process can be taken care of.
Did that answer your question, Kathy?
It does partially, but so when I come down to Florida, because I am a snowbird, I need to put aside about 10 weeks to 11 weeks from the time I do see you, the ophthalmologist, to the time we're done and I can go back north.
Right.
Okay.
Kathy,
Okay, thank you. Sorry?
Just to let you know that actually the rule is they try to see you within 30 days, and in certain cases, like if some patients, like for example, they are drivers, they are only home for a few days, they try to expedite case-by-case basis.
Oh, thank you. So, okay, I am happy for that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thanks for the call.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. So you've got cataracts, you've got different kinds of surgery. What about, are there any options for LASIK or PRK? Is that filtered its way down yet?
I believe that's only for active duty members that they're eligible for those sort of services. There are some other surgeries. We do have some patients that they have like corneal issues from an injury or something. They do corneal surgeries. For macular degeneration, they do injections. So there's a wide array of different surgeries that are offered, but not LASIK or PRK at this time for any retired veterans. Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe it'll get there sometime soon.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
Availability for contacts and solution and contact lenses.
We do not do routine contact lens fitting in the VA at this time, but who knows what's going to happen in the future. However, like Dr. Stursma said, if patients have some corneal issues or if their prescription is very strong and they do need prescription over -4 for especially for nearsighted patients, plus or -4. Anybody above that prescription, they are eligible veterans who can get their contact lens through the VA.
Okay.
However, they would have to buy their own solution, which is like pretty cheap. You can
Walmart's
get
got
over
the solution,
counter
a
from
couple
any
bucks.
store.
Yeah. Now, does that is there a spousal? Is that just the veteran? Is there a spousal program?
Spouses are allowed to get glasses through the VA because it's not a VA-owned optical, it's a private contractor. However, spouses cannot get care through the VA.
Okay. But they can get glasses.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. And contacts or no contacts?
No contact lenses.
No, but just glasses.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's still impressive though. Dr. Torres?
All right, Brian. Can you tell us what aids do you have to help veterans with the TV?
Yeah, Dr. Shahi touched upon it a bit, and we have various telescopes, binocular systems and monocular scopes. So, I mean, we have 20 different types of devices for distance, and every veteran is different as far as what they prefer to use. A lot of them just want to sit 3 feet away from the television. They're more comfortable doing that than having to put something on. And so each veteran is different, but we do have a variety of telescopes and binocular systems to assist with watching television.
Thank you.
Because that's usually a number one goal.
Thank you. Dr. Shahi, what problems we refer to Gainesville besides cataracts?
Besides cataracts, like we touched upon, emergency patient walking in with having nails in their eyes. Of course, for cataract surgeries.
You just keep going back to that nail in the
It was a pretty impressive case, so that's why I keep going back to it.
It's one of those unprecedented cases.
Like our earlier caller called with macular degeneration. If there's two types of macular degeneration, dry versus wet, where they have bleeding or fluid in the back of the eye. So in order for them to get an injection, they would be referred to Gainesville. Sometimes sudden onset of double vision or droopy eyelid where we cannot figure out what's the underlying etiology is, and sometimes they need a scan or further evaluation. Those patients are referred to Gainesville.
Droopy eyelid?
For example, if you woke up and all of a sudden you always saw perfect and all of a sudden your lid is down, and we cannot explain what's going on. It could be something simple, that muscles not working properly. It could be something serious such as tumor. So you have no idea, and it could be some autoimmune disease. So in order to evaluate further, sometimes we do have to refer those patients to ophthalmology.
Is that a common thing? Have you guys seen a lot of that?
I have not.
I would say between 5 of us, I'm sure there are a couple patients we see in a month.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a lot more common than I thought it
And
would be.
sometimes you can have a lot of eyelid lesions. For example, I had a patient walk in and he's like, look at my eyelid lesion. And it just has been growing over month, and he had to be referred same day. Later on, it turned out to be a cancer where they had to nucleate his eye. Since we live in Florida, it is very, very important for all our veterans and everybody else to get routine checks and not ignore
That
any
makes sense,
small
yeah.
lesions on their eyes.
All right, we have a question from a caller. Caller, go ahead.
Thank you. If my doctor writes me a prescription for eye medication, can I get it through the VA?
Yes and no. If you need some, in the past, we were able to order any medication for outside providers. For now, due to medical legal liability issues, in order to make sure our patients are getting proper medical care, for example, if somebody needs glaucoma medication, we are happy to provide you all those medication. However, you would have to continually come to the VA, and you can keep seeing your outside provider. That's not an issue. But if you want the medication, you would have to get seen in the VA on regular basis.
Okay, to help you out, caller?
Yes, I have one more though.
Sure.
Okay.
I wanted to know if you go to the VA for your examination, can you go somewhere else to get the frames other than right there?
Yes. I mean, we can give you a copy of your prescription. Only thing is then you would have to pay out of your pocket, versus when you come to the VA, progressive lenses can run from $100 to $400, and most of those lenses are covered for our veterans.
That's the phone line. Okay, sorry, caller. We're losing you on the phone line there, but those are good questions. So with the progressive, so they can get the prescription from you. If they have a supplemental insurance, say they wanted to get that, can they divide that up between their insurance policies? They have a different, like, I don't know, like, just Aflac, because it's the only one I know of supplemental, but do they have an eye care thing where they can get part of it there and part of it here?
What they can do, if they have insurance or they want to use their vision benefit, they can get a free pair from the VA and go to another place and get your second backup.
backup pair.
But
Okay.
when you're talking about if they can split between the two,
Not so
not
much.
really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're up against another little break here, so we're going to take a little weather and commercial break, and we'll be right back with our expert panel for eye cares right here on the Veterans Hour on WOCA, The Source. We'll be right back.
The weather
weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Areas of fog this morning, otherwise partly sunny today. Warm with highs of 81 to 84. Partly cloudy and mild tonight, lows between 57 and 60. Tomorrow and Saturday will be partly sunny, still warm, highs between 81 and 85 both days. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Heather Zayer.
Hey everybody, the Camellia Show Spectacular is just about in full bloom at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. You'll see thousands of camellias, dozens of varieties, hundreds of trees, many half a century old, and it's all free. Start your own camellia collection. Check out the Lady Van camellias, 5-inch size for just $9.99. Hundreds of larger sizes available too. If you want to know all about camellias, check out their handsome new brochure with a gorgeous Japonica camellia on the front. It's free and it's just for the asking. Other deals this week: frost-proof gardenias regularly $9.99 or just $6.99, and blueberries buy one get one free. Dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas still just $3.99. Go to BobWinesCameliaGardens.net and see all the specials. Bob Wines, Southeast 38th Street, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 2. Still blooming in the same place since 1952.
Well, the holiday rush is over, and it's time to return the ties, the knitted sweaters, and those presents that didn't quite make the nice list. And go try something you've always wanted to, like learning to fly. At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their Discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Your adventure starts here.
Are you wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars on termite retreat fees? If you're not with Turner Pest Control, you probably are. Turner Pest Control offers the industry's only termite and pest control package that never charges retreat fees, ever. You can get started today for only $99. This is a value of $500 or more. This includes treatments, installation of monitoring stations, quarterly pest control, and a lifetime guarantee, all for an unbelievable low $99. Even if you have another pest control provider, visit turnerpest.com to find out how you can avoid paying those high termite retreat fees.
And we are back. Welcome to the Veterans Hour right here on WOCA 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source. Dr. Torres, where did we leave off?
Thank you.
Just throw it right back at you.
All right. So we're going to talk about infections. So
yeah.
Nice.
Lovely topic.
Interesting topic.
Right? Interesting. There we go.
Very common. So, Dr. Starma, have you treated any sty, conjunctivitis, or dwell lumps in the eye clinic?
Yeah, lots of them. Styes usually can be what we call self-resolving, so if you give them some time, they can kind of go away, but sometimes you get some nasty ones, and we can get, certain ointments or anything that might help to relieve them faster. We get a lot of eye infections. I just had or pink eyes, people know it more commonly. Just had a couple that must be going around because I had a patient with that not too long ago.
Is there a difference between a sty and pink eye?
Sty is usually like that little red bump or something you get on your eyelid, and pink eye is more like when the actual white part gets like red. It's very contagious, so it definitely is something that we want you to come in for. If we need to, we'll do an antibiotic eye drop and.
So are they both contagious?
Yeah, quite contagious.
Okay.
Yeah, pink eye can be, but usually that's more like a bacterial problem. But sometimes if you get a cold, you can get some conjunctivitis going on as well. But any red eyes, any issues like that, just come in and see us, and we'll determine if we need to do some sort of treatment.
Sty is not contagious. If I had a sty, you'll be just fine.
Oh, okay. All right. The sty is the bump one.
Yes,
right. Okay.
It's
And
just
not
a
so
clogged
contagious.
gland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So a tear duct could be clogged and cause a sty.
Yep.
all
Just
right.
the little glands around the eyes.
I have a question. Are styes preventative? Can you prevent them?
Good lid hygiene is something that we always promote. So just using like a mild shampoo, or a lot of patients like to use a baby shampoo just around your eyelids. That way, if it gets in your eyes, it won't sting as much. So just, good practice with that is just to keep the eyelids clean, so those little glands that line the eyelids won't get clogged, and then you're less likely to get styes. So that's just an easy thing
Do you see more women than men because of the makeup?
Not really
Not
in my
really.
Not really?
experience. Yeah, some people are just more prone to getting them, but they can be just very easily treated. So nothing to
That's the
worry
good
about.
part.
But
Yeah. I like the easy treatable part.
Only thing is, if you keep getting them, sometime they can be cancerous. So they would have to do biopsy and to rule out. But mostly styes, like she said, they are non-contagious, and you don't have to worry about regular wound compresses can help them resolve. But it is important to come see your doctor. Don't try to treat them yourself at home.
How many is too many before you worry about the cancer part?
Based on what I have read, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Stursma, usually if you get more than 3, I would be concerned, and I would send them to ophthalmology for further evaluation.
That's 3 within a year?
Especially at the same location, you keep getting it, yes.
Okay.
3 times, doesn't matter. It can be within a year, it can be within over a period of 3 years or 3 months, yes.
Okay, wow. Yeah, I would think 3 months I would be very concerned. Yeah.
Yes.
That's 1 month, yeah. That's nothing going away.
All right, moving along. Then, Brian, do you also go to veterans' homes, and how do you evaluate the home environment for visually impaired patients?
Yes, I do. When I do that, I attend the home visits with our local BROS, which stands for Blind Rehab Outpatient Specialist. And the BROS that we have locally, her name is Wanda Bourne. In fact, we were just out yesterday, and she really kind of does the home assessment. And we just work as a team, because maybe some of her strengths are my weaknesses, and my weaknesses are her strengths. And so we just try to work together and resolve whatever issue that they're having. Most of the time we're successful. Yesterday it was about 50-50, because we try to see about 4 patients, because you're traveling all over the place. And sometimes we have to reach out for outside resources and deal a lot with technical support, but she typically does the home assessment before we ever go out together.
Okay, good. Dr. Shahi, I know we've been going through emergencies and urgencies, but it's very important to make the discussion about the difference between one and the other, so the patient know where to go.
So, emergency versus urgency. Let's say you woke up and you seeing flashing lights, or all of a sudden you're just not able to see. That's something serious. Versus you just have a pink eye or itchy eye, that can wait. But sometimes patients can have stroke. There's certain things you don't want to ignore. So biggest things I want to leave you with, anytime you seeing flashing lights or like a shadow over your vision or extreme pain in your eye, that means your pressure can be high. Flashes and floaters, that means you could have a retinal detachment in the back of the eye. Or like if you're missing half of your vision, it could be a stroke. So please come in right away and we will refer you appropriately.
I want to mention to the vets that most of these problems also are referred to the primary care doctors in the clinics. So also the primary care provider can determine, not with an eye exam, but with an assessment, if the patient need to go to the emergency room or not.
Okay, explain the prime medical? What?
Primary care medical. The primary care doctors in the clinic,
Okay.
they will assess the patient, because most of the time the patients walked in to the primary care clinic to be seen by the doctor. So the team that they're belongs to is going to do the assessment. So the doctor will decide if the patient need to go to the hospital or send the patient to the eye clinic.
Okay.
If that happens, then the doctor should contact Dr. Shahi or the team, the eye team, one of the optometrists in the clinic, to let them know that, discuss the case, and then together they can decide if the patient need to go to the hospital or they can see the patient here.
Okay. Now, Dr. Shahi, you mentioned floaters. You want to explain what floaters are, and is it an abrupt change in the amount that they need to come see you? Because everybody has those a little bit, right?
Like I said, floater can be, we have a jelly in the back of the eye. We all have it. As we age, that jelly starts becoming more like a liquid, and some people even see floaters in their younger age, but most people after 50 or 45 complain about floaters. It can be something very normal, or it can be serious, such as, like I said, retinal detachment. For us to figure it out, is it normal or not, we would have to have a veteran come into the clinic, dilate their eyes, and look in the back before we can just let them know if it's something they have to worry about or not.
Oh, okay.
And I do want all the veterans know that even if you can't get in touch with your primary care, as everybody's busy, however, you're very important to us. Since we have 5 providers in our clinic, we are here in Ocala from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., so they are welcome to walk in. I don't expect you to walk in for a regular eye exam. However, if you're having floaters or you have a sudden loss of vision, please walk into our clinic, and any of our provider would be happy to help you.
I want to get some help if you had a sudden loss, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah,
That's right.
I agree.
For the high no-show appointments, how the vets should be encouraged to keep the appointments, Dr. Shahi?
Well, we do our best to communicate with the veterans, as we do contact them by phone and letter for the original appointments. We have been doing really well with the no-show. Our no-show rate for the eye clinic has been dropped from 28% to 13% with this new direct scheduling program. However, I know that we understand, sometimes our veterans are elderly and they have to arrange transportation, so somebody can take off from time, they can't come. Even when they do miss their appointment, we do our best to contact them, and we try to reschedule all the patients who missed their first appointment. Did that answer your question? Yes. Okay, great.
Thank you. Yeah. Brian, do the veterans need a primary care doctor consult or an optometry consult to see you?
Not really. Pretty much anyone can send us a consult, and Dr. Shahi and I will review the consult and then determine if it's an appropriate consult, because sometimes we will get consults from primary care doctors who just want to get the patient in for regular eye exam. And so then we try to review those as best as we can and then refer them to the appropriate service. But typically, we'll get referrals from nurse practitioners, mostly optometrists, and we're getting more and more from ophthalmology, which is very encouraging. And then we have what's called our VIS coordinator, and he's a vision impairment service team coordinator, and his name is Bruce Davis, and he's a social worker up in Gainesville, and he's our social worker specifically for the legally blind population. So the majority of referrals that we're getting right now are coming from optometrists and the VIS coordinator.
Okay, good. All right.
Dr. Torres, can I add something more to low vision?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want all the veterans to know, even though you have providers outside, if you have macular degeneration, glaucoma, cataracts, diabetic retinopathy, and your vision isn't perfect 20/20, even though you are happy with outside doctor, all the low vision services are available for you at the VA. So please come and visit us, and all those devices are provided you at no cost.
All right, guys, that actually is wrapped it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for everybody coming in. And the point being, if you're a veteran, go get some glasses, get your services. It's available to you. All right, thank you guys. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Have a good day.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President-elect Donald Trump begins his journey to Washington, D.C. for the final time as a private citizen.
He tweeted this just a little while ago. He said, "I will be working and fighting very hard to make it a great journey for the American people. I have no doubt that we will together make America great again."
Fox's Peter Ducey. The Trump administration officially names its final cabinet secretary nominee.
On this final day of the transition, that would be for the Agriculture Department Secretary, and that is the former Georgia Governor Sonny Perdue. The first cousin of Sonny Perdue is the Georgia Senator David Perdue.
The next White House press secretary holds his first briefing this morning. And the latest round of Takata airbag recalls affecting more than 650,000 vehicles from 13 automakers, including Tesla, Ferrari, and Mercedes. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Men, if you're like me, you appreciate the feeling of a clean, smooth shave from a quality blade. The sort of shave that cuts clean without the burn. So why are you messing around with generic razors that cost $32 for an 8-pack when you can shave with Harry's high-quality German-engineered blade?